From Food Network's Tournament of Champions, where he just advanced to the next round, Tobias Dorzon is executive head chef at Huncho House, a restaurant offering intimate fine dining in Hyattsville.
All right, Tobias is live with us in the studio this morning. Tobias, thank you so much for being here.
Man, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We're
Not too
good.
bad. We've been watching you.
Yeah, man, listen. it's been a nice little journey on TOC this year.
Yeah, is it as dramatic behind the scenes of that show as they make it when they present it with all the music and the tenseness that goes on? Like,
Man,
what is it like?
Well, I mean, if you watched last episode, you see I had a gray chef jacket on, and it was kind of dark gray at the end.
Just sweat dripping
That's
down?
from sweat, and yeah, I mean, it's a lot of cameras, people in the crowd. Like, most of the time on most competition shows, there's nobody in there but the people you're competing against in cameras. So, you know, just to have people in the actual crowd, they almost make it like a boxing ring where, you know, it's two kitchens facing each other. So, yeah, man, you know, everything that, you know, I tend to do, I like to make it a real competition. So,
Nice.
yeah, it's fun.
You know who we brought in here? Rita Kessler, who is a big fan. We got in trouble on Monday because we did the recap of the show from the weekend.
Okay.
We didn't tell her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We spoiled it. So now Rita gets the floor.
Yeah, I was a little upset. I'm like, please don't spoil me. You know, I get up at 2:30 every morning, so I don't have time to watch
you
it.
don't have time to watch it.
Exactly. I need to know, what is Guy Fieri really like? Is he as nice as he seems on TV?
Oh, of course, man. Super cool, man. Like my mentor. Clearly, people can see like our relationship that we have. Like, it's somebody that I came up on Guy's grocery game. So, him being able to, you know, advocate for me just to continue to help my development grow on Food Network has been a journey, and I love that, man.
I mean, talk about a journey. You were a professional football player, and now we were calling you a chef. Now you're a celebrity chef. Like, that's a big word to have in front of the word chef. So
Man,
you've made it in multiple areas.
Yeah, man. Like, I think just taking the athletic, like the ability of, you know, playing sports and thinking like an athlete, you know, into the kitchen, you know, is almost like the same battlefield.
Yeah, you got an edge on these other people.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, I love it. I love it, though.
Tell us about your restaurants that you have now, like for people who aren't familiar.
So I got Huncho House, man. It's my first restaurant by myself. It used to be a Five Guys. So we ended up turning it into a small, intimate, fine dining 42-seat restaurant in my old neighborhood where I grew up in Riverdale, Maryland, and Hyattsville is 5 minutes away.
Sure.
So it was something that I just wanted to be able to give back to my community and coming back home. I haven't lived home in the past 5 years. So getting bigger in the culinary world, I wanted to just give my community an experience that, you know, me growing up knowing that we haven't had. If we had to go to D.C. or come to Bethesda or, you know, go to Annapolis or Baltimore to have good food. So, you know, it was something on putting it in my community, putting back into the community. And, you know, it's an amazing restaurant. It's Asian and Italian fusion with a little bit of Caribbean. Champagne upon arrival. We got a 4-seat chef's table with a service bar that pushes out drinks to the dining room, something that we continue to elevate every day as we continue to go. And now I have this new juggernaut open up directly across the street called 1123, which is my new restaurant. That's a restaurant and lounge that's opening up. I'm West African, so it's a West African and Asian fusion restaurant with a sushi bar and an oyster bar. And that one right there is going to be something that a lot of people talk about.
Can you get into any of these places, or is it like a list a mile long?
So Huncho House, we've opened up more reservations, but of course, because of this show, because of so many things, reservations have, you know, spiked up a lot. But we try to fit people in as much as we can.
Yeah, don't forget John and Mike. Like, don't pretend
no,
you don't
John
know
and
us
Mike,
when we show up.
John and Mike, just for even bringing me in, you guys are top on the priority list, man. Trust me. We just want to make sure everybody feels special when they come in there, and just continue to grow the culture.
We're going to be watching and rooting for you. You
Absolutely.
have a big fan-based audience on the TV show.
Thank you. I do, man. I appreciate each and every person that continues to support my journey, that's seen me come up from the beginning of this culinary journey. So I love it, and I thank everybody.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Tobias Dorzon, who joins us here and right now watch him on Food Network's Tournament of Champions. We're all rooting for him.